Hey everybody, welcome back here to A Place to Heal. In case you don't know me, my name is Marie, and welcome to my lair. It's like / office, medical supplies, / trampoline equipment, / workout balls, the whole bit. Yeah, this is my life. Anyway, so I'm going to be bringing you today my herb of the week. And sorry about Friday. If you want to stay tuned, I give my public service announcements after the video now instead of before. So we're going to get right into it. So this week, what I wanted to bring you on Friday was an herb that I recently started trying out because I have a lot of clients that have a lot of pain. Some of them are willing to use CBD oil for that pain. Some of them, the pain is a lot more than the CBD oil can attack. Even though the company that I work with, they actually go up to 5,000 milligrams of CBD. So you can go back, I think it's like 3 videos, and I talk about their product and I've hooked up with them because that's the best CBD oil that I've found, and it works very quickly. So today I want to bring you an alternative to CBD oil if you're having severe pain. What I want to say before I bring you this is, okay, this is not one of those pain relievers that you're going to use long term, and it's not something that you're going to abuse because that's not going to happen with this. All right, so maybe some of you have heard of it, some of you have not. I had not heard of it until just recently, about 3 months ago, and I was like, hey, that sounds interesting. Let me try it. So it's just basically, it's wild lettuce. And I know a lot of people are going, what? Wild lettuce? Lactusa virosa. I love Latin. It just sounds so regal, doesn't it? It's like you really know what you're talking about. So wild lettuce it basically grows in North America. And I know I'm going to hear the comments, it grows here too. Somebody always says that. But according to Google and the research that I've done, it mainly grows in North America. And once it's dried, it's like an opium. So a lot of people call it opium lettuce. So it's a great pain reliever. It's been used forever, since 1815 for whooping cough, for asthma, urinary tract infections, coughs, trouble sleeping, restlessness, menstrual pains, muscle pains, and poor circulation. So the seed is used for hardening of the arteries. So it's been used for that. It can be applied directly to the skin to kill germs. If it's smoked, it causes a recreational high, which is like the effects of marijuana, but it'll cause a hallucinogenic effect. Let me tell you something about, this is my personal opinion on herbs. I don't think that any herb should ever be smoked, ever. You can bake it, you can eat it, you can drink it in a tea, you can apply it, anything, but you should never smoke it. Once you start smoking any herb, I don't care if it's peyote, I don't care if it's marijuana, I don't care if it's wild lettuce, I don't care what it is. Once you start smoking it, it loses its effects, because at that point it now becomes counteractive, because you're getting these benefits, but you are losing these benefits. Because once you start smoking, and I know there's a lot of people that are going to disagree with me, but believe me, I've been around activists for a very long time, since I lived clear up in Seattle, and it is just not the benefits that you lose are a lot more than the benefits that you gain, because you're taking that into your lung, you're restricting blood vessels, you're restricting flow to the kidneys, you're doing a lot of damage to create a little bit of good, if that makes sense. So I, being an herbalist, I have a strong belief that you should never smoke any herb. However else you want to take it, whether you want to take it in tea form, or like I said, if you want to eat it or cook it, however you want to do it. But I do not believe whatsoever in lighting it up at all, putting fire to it. Any herbalist will tell you that the minute you add heat to an herb, it destroys it. So to me, I don't suggest it. Okay. So, like I said, you can apply it directly to the skin to kill germs. I believe that this herb is excellent for people who have like restless leg syndrome, because it deals with restlessness, ADHD. It's awesome for that. Anxiety attacks. It's very soothing, very calming. Migraines. It would be excellent for migraines. It has a very calming effect, very relaxing effect, and it's a great pain reliever. It's basically a sedative. So that's what I like to use it for. Now, that being said, and me sharing that with you, I believe that the best way to take this is in pill form, because in pill form, you actually get a dosage amount. Some people will actually pick it and eat it, and they have the hallucinations, or, the sedative effect is too much. I know a neighbor who was having a lot of stress, and he decided to eat it. And 3 days later, he came to my house and he's like, "Damn, Marie, I took that and I couldn't get up for 3 days." So my advice to you is, if you do have severe pain and you suffer from severe pain, my advice to you would be to buy it in pill form, where it's actually, the dose has been regulated. And I strongly suggest using the dose recommended. Do not over abuse the dose. And if it says to take 2 pills the first time, I would probably only take 1 pill and see how it interacts with your body. Some people can handle it very well. Some people cannot handle it so well. And, I've said it a million times. I am not ashamed to say that I came from a drug background. And as any drug user will ever tell you, is that less is more. And, you want to try it out in small quantities first, because if the trip is really bad, you don't want to be on that trip for 4 hours. You only want to be on the trip for 20 minutes. So there's my ghetto voice. So there you go. So that is my advice to you. I love wild lettuce. And you will see it actually advertised as wild opium, because it does have those effects. And thank goodness the FDA has not gotten a hold of this one yet, right? Kratom right now is causing a lot of issues. And actually, I think this is better than kratom. Kratom is causing a lot of issues, and a lot of people are abusing kratom. I have tried kratom. I have suggested kratom to certain people. And there are different strands of kratom, just like there's different strands of marijuana, So there's strands that will give you energy. There's strands that will relax you. And I am not a kratom person. I don't really like to suggest it, and I don't really like to take it. I know there's a lot of people out there that are going to hate me for saying that, but that's the honest to goodness truth. That's just me. I didn't like the effects that it had. I didn't like the energy effects, the relax. No, that just wasn't me. And I believe that it is somewhat addictive, and a lot of people are using it, misusing it, and it can be very dangerous. So just like this one can be very dangerous if it's abused. So I prefer this over kratom, especially if you're trying to kick a heroin habit or a cocaine habit or whatever, this is definitely the way to go. And yeah, that's about it. So there's my herb that I want to share with you today. So if you have pain, restless leg, anything like that you need some sort of sedative effect, maybe you have a lot of stress. In very small quantities, this is exceptional. So if you try it, please comment below. Let me know how you liked it and what it did for you, and if it helped you. I really love to get feedback, because the more feedback, everybody knows I just live on feedback, because I've gotten to a point where I want to say I'm so healthy, I'm so clean, that it's very hard for me to try things and get a perspective out of it. Okay, so there's your herb for the week, and now your public service announcements. Okay, so I didn't come on Friday. If you were on my Instagram, you saw my live. We had a few thunderstorms, and one of those little bolts of lightning decided to hit the transformer right outside. There goes my cat. Right outside my house. And one of those wires leads right to my air conditioning unit, which is outside. So as it hit the transformer, it fried my air conditioner. My fan is going. All my fans are going. It's been incredibly hot inside this house. So I didn't want to make a video on Friday, because it was extremely hot in this house. Now I've got fans going everywhere. I have some turned off because it's so loud I can't even hear myself. I'm a person who loves to meditate during the day, and that's like my relax zone, because the kids are gone, everybody's gone. So that's when I and these fans going is driving me nuts. So it's very expensive to fix the unit. So it's gonna be a minute. Let's just say that. Okay, and Wednesday I take kickboxing classes, and I was teamed up with a new sparring partner who is much younger, thinner, taller than me, and he got me twice, man. Twice. This kid. A lot of people don't know how old I am, and because I'm so bubbly and so friendly and I'm always laughing and stuff, it's very hard for people to judge my age. And this kid must think I'm in my 40s, because this kid mopped the floor with me, and we were sparring, and he has very long arms, and he overextended and got me right in the eye. So I had a nice, it was nice and swollen, it was nice and black, so I decided I did not want to do a video that way. So I waited till today. So yeah, this is not my usual Friday video. All right, so that, I got one more thing. See that? I'm on a swivel. One more thing I want to hit you with, and that is recently, and this is actually pretty serious, and I do want to, come at you guys. I've always been very honest with you guys, and I want to continue being honest with you guys. And I'm just going to put this out there, because I know a lot of people do not say what they mean and mean what they say, and that's not me. What you see is what you get, and I'm pretty straightforward. So recently, within the last, I'm going to say 6 to 7 months, I have had a lot of people that have been working with other YouTube gurus, I want to call it, and I'm going to name names here. I usually don't do that, but I'm going to. A lot of you have been working with Dr. Morris. A lot of you guys have been working with Dr. Berg, there's just been a bunch of them, Dan McDonald, whoever. All these people that you guys have been working with, especially the doctor ones, you guys have been working with them, and I find that these people have simply no issues with forking out all this money for these guys and paying for their supplements, going to see them, on and on and on. And then you guys want to turn around and you want to hit me up on my Instagram, on my Facebook, and everything else, and you want my help for free. No, I'm sorry. That's not going to work anymore. I'm getting to the point where I'm tying down my stuff. I'm no longer going to be as available to you guys. And it's a shame because there are a lot of people that I do like to interact with. And it's a shame that I have to cut that off because it's getting really bad. Like within the last month, there's been like 10 or 12 of you that are doing it. And I'm constantly, I can't even log into my social media anymore with constantly being asked questions. And it's not just one question. It's not like, hey, I've got this real quick, or hey, let me ask you a question about this video, or hey, let me ask you a question about your products. It's, hey, what do you think about Dr. So-and-so's products? I don't know. Or you guys are working with these people, and then you start working with me, and I constantly hear this, well, that's not what Dr. So-and-so is telling me. Well, then do what Dr. So-and-so is telling you. But do me a favor. If you're going to work with another alternative healthcare practitioner, I don't mind working with you guys. If you guys are working with doctors and we work side by side, I don't have a problem with that. But when you're working with another alternative healthcare provider, and you come to me and then you keep telling me what they told you, but that's not what he told me, but that's not what she said, but that's not what he recommends, then why did you come to me? If he would have healed you, you would have been coming here in the first place. So that is my my rant. I'm going to have to buy a soapbox because that's my rant for the week, because to me, that's very unfair. You guys you guys have no problems with helping these people. So I'm going to be very honest. I promised myself that I would be on YouTube until I no longer could afford to pay my overhead, pay my mortgage, and support my family. I do not have a problem doing that. But I have $5 questions. If you guys have a question, you pay the $5, you get a question. And I'm pretty accurate with those questions, and I answer them really well. I don't just give you a three word answer. I answer them pretty extensively. I have email consultations. I have phone consultations. I have all that. And I have licenses. I have certificates, everything else. And just because I do not have an MD in front of my name, doesn't matter any less. I study every single day. So I'm already giving out 90% free information, and I think it's pretty crappy that you want to get 10% more. So I'm just being honest. And I know there's a lot of people that won't bring that to your attention. I'm not one of those people because it's now affecting my income, and I'm to the point right now where I'm trying to decide if I'm going to continue this or not, or if I'm going to fold and I'm going to go do something else. Because I read somewhere, I don't have the actual figures right now, but there's like 167,000 pictures going up on social media at any given time, and it's like 134,000 pieces of information every second. And when I started doing this, it was what you know. But now it's not what you know, it's who you know. And who knows how to use the social media, who knows all the tips, tricks, and whatever. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm one person, and it's getting very hard for me to keep up with all this stuff. I've had a few of you who have stepped forward and volunteered your time because I've helped you in one way or another, and I've appreciated those people so much. You have no idea, because like I said, I am one person, believe it or not, doing everything, running running my social media sites, my Facebook, my YouTube, my Instagram, my everything. So it gets, I have my Fitbit's going off. doing everything by myself, and it's getting very hard. And I'm going to be very honest with you, and it's become very, very, very frustrating for me to bust my ass from morning to the time I go to bed. I usually get up at 6 a.m. and I'm usually not in bed till 1 a.m. Answering questions and helping people and everything else. And it's been very eye-opening in this last month to realize that I can't provide for my family. And people who are working, have started after me, and who I watch are doing wonderful and have 10 million more followers than I do. So yeah, I know they say don't watch what other people are doing, but it becomes a reality check, and it becomes really hard. And I'm just trying to be honest with you. So my posts on Instagram will be declining quite a bit. My posts on Facebook will be declining quite a bit, and my YouTube videos will be declining quite a bit as I start searching for something else to do, unless there's like a huge, there it goes again, unless there's a huge turnaround, which I don't see that happening because I've been looking for one for a little while. So anyway, there's my honesty, straight from me to you. All right, so please stay happy, stay healthy, try the lettuce. It sounds so simple, but trust me, that stuff is not. And and if you hit me up, there's a good chance you're not going to get a response, especially if it's about health. If it's about my products, if it's about my website, if it's about my videos, I will definitely be returning your messages. That's not going to be a problem. If it's about wanting to know if Dr. So-and-so products are any good, I won't be answering those anymore. Sorry. All right. Till next time. There is a company that has approached me lately, and I usually let you know if that's the case. There's a company that has approached me lately. They have one of the absolute top products in the industry. I've done some research with them. I'm trying it out right now. They want me to try it for 3 weeks before I say anything about their product. And this product is, the things that it's doing is just incredible. And they actually have a lot of data to back this up, a lot of research, everything else to back this up. And it's actually making people live longer. So, and they can actually send you to all these, all these tests that they've done, and all this research that they've done, and they're one of the biggest companies, one of the best companies in the US. So I will be doing that video one way or another on what I think about their product. And so if you want to stay tuned for that, please like, subscribe, share, comment, and we'll see you really soon. Love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very much. Each and every one of you that tunes in week after week, that watches me, that sends me these beautiful emails telling me that I'm part of your family and how much you care about me, the gifts you send me, the cards you send me, the emails you send me, all of it. I appreciate you. I really, you are seen. You are appreciated just as much as you appreciate me. All right. Till next time. Love you guys. Bye-bye.